This video is about how to import purchase order acknowledgements into the system. Now, obviously, you can go and you can start a new requisition and fill out your information and generate a PO number. However, when you have a connected vendor that's sending information in via material management, you can actually get the benefit of the information. First things first, you can then click to process POs. A new window will open up. You will ensure that you've selected the correct branch that you want to process the purchase order acknowledgement from, and you can see the list of purchase order acknowledgements. Now, in order to get this detail level into your Power Purchase so that it backfills the information from an issued purchase order, you need to go through a few simple steps. Now, this is going to change based off of your accounting system. So what I'm showing here may not be precise. So I'm going to select these two orders and I'm going to process them. Now, when these two orders come up, now this one is just this Buell tape right here. First thing I'm going to look for is make sure that my supplier is correct. Now, in this case, my supplier was Graybar, so I have that. The job number was already populated, but let's say I want to change the job number. And let's say I want to use this XYZ Navy one. The division is going to be picked. Now, again, these may not be specific options for your particular accounting system. So these header type things may change, but this is the basic process, is that I'm going to go through here, pick materials. I'm going to give it a cost type. If I have different phase codes, I'm going to give it a phase code, and I'm going to apply. If I need to change this, and we'll see this on the next one, it might be better because it'll have more lines, but on this particular one right here, I'm just going to apply to all. I'm going to issue the PO and move on to the next one. Now this one, this one's also kind of boring. I've just got my rigid coupler right there. So again, it's given me the distributor. I'm going to change the job number. Let's make it construction. Let's do, I know I'm not picking stuff right. I'm just picking anything just so we can get through it. But, you know, obviously you're going to be able to see what this is. Now, if I only wanted to apply this just to one line, if I had more than one line on here, I would just pick the lines that I want, apply to selection, or I can apply it to all. I can issue this purchase order, process the batch. It's going to give me an option that if I want to export it, I can export it. Otherwise, I can just go ahead and finish it. If I wanted to retain that, I could. Now when I go back to Power Purchase, it's going to take a minute or two for it to show up, but it will actually show up here in a moment. Once I've completed that, then all of my information is backfilled on the PO. So here's an example where it said, hey, I imported information from a PO. Here's the PO number. I also have all of my job information right there, XYZ Navy. I've got the vendor. Now, I didn't select an actual approved vendor there, but nonetheless, though, all of that information comes in. It takes it a minute or so for it to come in, and I can just refresh. And, well, that's my original, the requisition that I had created. So the reason I want to be able to do this is because if somebody goes out and pulls a purchase order, so if they just do a simple quick buy, they pull a PO number, they give it to the distributor, what comes back from the distributor without the person out in the field having to type it in is all of this kind of information. So I can go in here and I can see exactly what the distributor was sending to me. So here's what that person bought. And I'm going to backfill that information into Power Purchase so that I can see it. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. Now we can see that the PO number has come in. Let's go back and verify this. So here's that purchase order number. Let's go see the items that have come in from the distributor. Here's the items that came in from the distributor with all of this information. And when we go into Power Purchase and I filter for that PO, now I can see it. And here's the item that I imported right there. That's the very basic, simple process of how to import information. Your accounting system may vary, your system setup may vary, but that's the process. Thanks for watching.